Good afternoon, students. Students, are you there? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you? Fine? All right. So, some are just arriving to the class. Wait a minute. Catherine Padilla. Wait a second, right? Padilla, Catherine is in the class. Okay. So, yeah. So let's begin, right? Let's begin this afternoon's class. I'm going to show you my screen. Give me a second. There. Now, again, tell me, are you watching a black screen? Yes or no?
Yes.
All right. So now tell me, are you seeing, let's say, where is it? A word page that says be positive and negative short forms. ¿Están viendo una página de Word? Les pregunto. Respóndame.
Yes.
All right. Let's begin then. Okay. So I remember that last class we stopped here, right? Wait a minute. So for today, you have to do this general knowledge quiz, right? Very quickly, let's review the quiz. Now, let me show you this page in this presentation to see it a bit bigger. All right, so notice then, you have to read the questions and answer them. In the first case, it says match. You have to match these currencies to the countries. By the way, what about the meaning of currency? Did you get a dictionary to know or to learn the meaning of currency? Can anybody say the meaning of currency? ¿Alguien me puede decir el significado de esta palabra? Currencies, currency. No. Did you do the exercise or not? ¿Hicieron la práctica? Answer, please. Come on.
Test de conocimiento general, dicen.
Yeah, that's the title of the practice, right? But I'm talking about this word, currency. What about the currency? It says match the currencies to the countries. You have these country names, Australia, Japan, France, and Turkey, notice? And these currencies, the euro, the Turkish lira, right? The dollar, and the yen. In Bolivia, we have bolivianos, for example. So those are currencies. What about the meaning of currencies? What do you think? ¿Qué significará esa palabra currency? The euro,
Monedas,
the lira, monedas, that's it. As I told you, in Bolivia, the name of our currency is boliviano, right? Now, so very quickly, let's listen to this practice and then we're going to answer the questions, all right? Listen, please.
Module 1, Recording 6. A. The currency in Australia is the Australian dollar, not the American dollar, of course. In Japan, it's the yen. And in France and other countries like Germany, Italy, and Spain, it's the euro. In Turkey, it's the Turkish lira. B.
Stamp number 1 is from Thailand. Number 2 is from Poland. Number 3 is from Britain. And stamp number 4 is from Egypt.
C. Number 1. Mercedes-Benz is a German company, a famous German car company. Number 2. Hyundai is a Korean car company. Number 3, Sony is a famous Japanese electrical company. And number 4, Gucci is a famous Italian fashion company. D.
Now,
All of these words mean hello. Number 1 is in Spanish. Number 2 is in Arabic. Number 3 is in Russian. Number 4 is in Chinese. And number 5 is in Italian.
E. Nicole Kidman is from Sydney in Australia. Penelope Cruz is from Madrid in Spain, but her home is in Hollywood. Jennifer Lopez is American. She's from New York, but her family are from Puerto Rico.
that's right, and those, or that's the recording. Now tell me, please, where is the euro from? Is it from Australia, Japan, France, or Turkey? What about the euro? What is France? So you may say it's from France, right? Now, I'm going to write just an example here. Wait a second. There. All right. Give me some time. There, right? Now. So the example is the following. Notice I can say this. Where is the euro, right? From? Oh, come on. And you have to say this as an answer. You say it's, right? It's from France, right? The answer is this in this case, in the example. Now, I'm going to say this kind of question. You answer this way. Somebody else with the microphone open. Close the microphone. Alguien está con su micrófono abierto. Ciérrelo, por favor, vamos. ¿Ya estamos? Ahora sí. Okay, I was saying, notice. I'm going to say the questions this way. You have to answer this way. All right? You say it's from France, or it's from Turkey, it's from Japan, depends, right? Let's continue. If I say, where is the lira from? What do you say? Where is the lira from?
It's from Turkey.
Good, that's very good, yes. What about this? Where is the dollar from? This dollar, right? This is not the American dollar. So where is this dollar from?
It's from Australia.
Yeah, good, that's very good. And what about this? Where is the yen from?
It's from Japan.
It's from Japan. That's good. Yes, that's it. So that's the way. Notice. Where is, as this is an object, you say it. It is from, right? You say the origin of that currency. Now, let's continue. Let's talk about the stamps. By the way, what about the meaning of stamps? Look at the pictures. These are stamps. What do you think the meaning of stamps is in Spanish?
Sellos postales.
Sellos postales. También los llamamos estampillas, ¿verdad? That's it. So, now, talking about these stamps, you have to match them to the countries, Poland, Egypt, Thailand, and Britain. So, where is a stamp number 1 from? Is it from Poland?
Thailand. And is from
Yes.
Poland.
Good. Repeat. It's from,
Thailand.
you said it. Thailand, that's it. So you say that a stamp number 1 is from Thailand. Good. What about the second stamp? Where is it from?
It's from Poland.
Poland. Yes, it's from Poland. What about a stamp number 3? Where is it from?
Is from
Japan.
Yes, that's very good. And what about a stamp number 4? Where is it from?
It's from Egypt.
Egypt. That's it. It's from Egypt. You say that's very good. Good. Let's continue. What about the companies? Companies, compañías, empresas, right? They say which of these companies is Italian, Korean, German, or Japanese. This is Mercedes-Benz, right? So where is Mercedes-Benz from?
Is from
German.
It's German or it's from Germany, right? You say, remember, you can say it's from Germany or it's German. Yes, it's a German car company. What about Hyundai? Where is Hyundai from?
It's from Korean.
Yeah, it's from Korea or it's Korean, right? I'm going to write an example. Notice. I may say this, for instance. Where is, right, Mercedes Benz from, right? You say that it's from Germany, right? Or you may also say it's German, right? That way. It's Korean, it's Japanese, or it's from Korea, it's from Japan, right? If you say from, you have to use the name of the country, right? I'll say that in Spanish. Si usan la palabra from, tienen que decir el nombre del país. De otro modo, simplemente la nacionalidad. Hemos visto eso en las anteriores clases, ¿de acuerdo? Hubo una práctica. Let's continue in English now. Where is Sony from? Is it Italian, Korean, German, Japanese?
is Japanese.
It's Japanese. That's very good. Good. What about Gucci? Where is it from?
It's Italian.
It's Italian. That's it. Good. Let's continue. Now the question says, which word below is in? And you have these languages. Notice Arabic, Chinese, Russian, Italian, and Spanish. What about number one? What language is this?
Is Spanish.
That's it. What about the second one? What do you say? What language is this?
Is Arabic.
Arabic. Good. That's very good. What about number three, please? What do you think? Good. It's Russian. Yes. Number three is Russian. It's hello, but in Russian, right? What about number four?
It is
Chinese. That's it. Number four is Chinese. And finally, what about number five?
It's Italian.
Italian. That's it. That's very good. So, and finally, let's talk about these three actresses' nationalities. Where is or what is Nicole Kidman's nationality?
It
Is
is
she
Australia or
but she's Australian. Good. What about Penelope Cruz? What's her nationality or where is she from?
She from
Look at the flag. Yes, she's Spanish. That's good. Or you may say also she's from Spain, right? She's Spanish, or you can say she's from Spain, right? Finally, what about Jennifer Lopez? Where is she from, or what's her nationality?
She is American.
She's American. That's it. Good. And well, that was your homework, right? This is what you had to do for today. Any questions about this part? Do you have any questions? Something you want me to explain about the homework? ¿Algo que quieran que explique de esta tarea?
No, teacher.
No. All right, so let's continue, right? Let's continue and let's do the second part of the unit. In this case, the title says personal information. It's page 11 in the book, right? Now, in our book, we have to look at this page. It's page number 11, right? It's the second language focus and it's about to be still, and the title says personal information, right? Now, the thing is that we have these people. Notice Andrei, Marisol, Toshi, and Mariko. And in your pages, in your books, where is it? Wait a minute there. You have these sentences about these people. Notice the sentences are these. They say, for example, that his name is Andrei, her name is Marisol, their names are Tosh and Mariko, they're from Tokyo, he's from Russia, she's from Valencia in Spain, he's 22 years old, of course, he's a student at Moscow University, he's 19, she's at the airport, she isn't on holiday, she's on business. Then it says they're tourists. She's 35 and she's married. He isn't married, he is single. And finally, they aren't married, they are friends. Now, notice, in this case, what you have to do is to match. Do you remember the meaning of match? I'm talking about this word. Match. Wait a minute. Here. Do you remember the meaning of that word? Match. ¿Se acuerdan del significado de esa palabra, match, de este verbo?
Unir.
Unir, that's it. Unir, relacionar, ¿verdad? Juntar también si quiere. So, you have to match the sentences to the people. And next to the sentences, you only have to write a number. For example, sentence A says his name is Andrei, right? So, Andrei is number 1. So next to the sentence, you write number 1. In the second case, it says her name is Marisol. So Marisol is number 3. So you write a number 3 here. Then it says their names are Toshi and Mariko. So next to the sentence, you have to write a number 2. So very quickly, please, match the sentences to the people. You have 2 to 3 minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to see who are arriving to the class so late, right? Mientras hacen la práctica, voy a ver quiénes están llegando tan tarde al aula. Miren, son las 4:25, ya casi. A ver, veamos. Ah, creo que no hay nadie más. Se cansaron. Ok. A ver. Analí Dorado. Veamos si está en el aula. A ver, veamos acá. Analí.
Dicen,
Sí.
dicen, es mi compañera, solo que está con con el celular de su hermana. Se llama Merín Dorado.
Ya. Pero de todos modos está bastante tarde. ¿Por qué?
Ay, no, solo me dijo que le diga eso, Liz.
Está bien. Thank you. Those are the examples, right? You are going to read the sentences. Prepare to do that, please. Right. Now, listen. Listen to sentences and then we are going to check them. You are going to read them. Listen to Andre, Toshi and Mariko and Marisol. Listen, please.
Module 1, Recording 7. 1.
Hello, my name's Andrei Vasilev. I'm 19 years old and I'm from Moscow. I'm a medical student at Moscow University and I'm not married.
2.
Hello, my name's Marisol Martinez and I'm from Valencia in Spain. Today I'm at Heathrow Airport, but I'm not here on holiday. I'm here on business. I work for an American company in Spain. I'm 35 years old and I'm married with 2 children.
3.
Toshi.
Hi, my name's Toshi Sato, and I'm 22 years old. I'm on holiday in Europe with my friend Mariko. We're students at Tokyo University. We aren't married.
All right. Those were the 3 people talking, right? I mean, Andre, Marisol, and Toshi. Now, again, we are going to check the exercise this way. Notice, you have to read the sentence and say the number of the picture or the name of the person, right? For example, you read and say his name is Andre, that's number 1. Her name is Marisol, that's number 3. And their names are Toshi and Mariko, and that's number 2. Please, would anybody like to read the next sentence? ¿Alguien puede leer la siguiente oración? Come on,
Jolie said
please.
they're from Tokyo.
What number is that? 1, 2, or 3?
Number 2.
Good, that's very good. You say they're from Tokyo. That's about Toshi and Mariko, number 2. Next, please, what about sentence E? Come on, somebody.
No, es
Come on.
He's from Russia.
Yes, he's from Russia. And who is that? Andre? What's number 1? Andre. That's number 1. Andre, right? Let's continue. What about sentence F, please? Somebody read the sentence. Continue.
she's from Valencia is Spanish.
Yes, she's from Valencia, in Spain. And who is that? Mariko?
3.
Andre?
3.
Right?
3.
Yes, good. She's from Valencia, Spain. Marisol. The sentence is about Marisol. F. What about sentence G, please?
He's 22.
Yeah, and who's that? Andre or Toshi?
Toshi and Mariko.
Andre.
I would say that it is about Toshi is 22 years old. All right, let's continue. What about sentence H?
He is a student at Moscow University.
And who is that? Andre or Toshi?
Andrei.
Andrei. Good. Number
Andrei.
one.
Andrei.
Yes. What about sentence I?
She's 18.
Yes. Who's that? Andrei or Toshi?
Andrei.
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 He's 19 years old. Andrei is number one. All right. What about sentence J, please?
She is at the airport.
She is at the airport. And who is that? Mariko or Marisol?
Marisol.
Marisol. That's number three, right? Good. What about sentence K? She isn't.
She
She
is
isn't on
holiday.
holiday. She is on business.
Business. Who is that? Mariko or Marisol?
Marisol.
Marisol. That's it. Somebody's watching television. Shut the microphone. La persona que está viendo tele y escuchándonos, por favor, que cierre su micrófono. L, please. It says they are tourists. Who are those they? Sentence L says they are tourists.
They
And Mariko.
Toshi and
Toshi and Mariko, yes. Number two then, right. What about sentence M?
She 35 and she married.
Yes, and who is that? Marisol, Mariko?
Marisol.
Marisol.
That's good. Next, what about sentence N? He
is not married and single.
He is single. Who is that? Andrei or Toshi?
Andrei.
Andrei. All right. But it's also about Toshi, right? But in this case, it's about Andrei. He isn't married. He is single. Toshi is also single, right? Okay. Next, please. The last sentence. It says they aren't married. They are friends. Who are those they?
Pues, el 2.
Number two. Number two. Toshi and Mariko. That's good. Now notice, what about this exercise, this practice? Notice the verb to be. In this case, it says his name Andrei, her name's Marisol, notice. They're from Tokyo, he's from Russia, she's from Valencia, he's 22, he's a student. Notice that in all the sentences, they are using the short forms of to be, all right? If you look at the grammar section on page 11, you have that. Notice it says be positive and negative short forms. Now you have to complete this table using the short forms of to be. You have to copy them from the sentences, right? For example, they say I am. What about the short form for I am? ¿Cuál será la forma corta, les digo, para I am? Está por ahí.
La I y la M.
I'm, right? Then it says you are, and it says you're, right? This way. Notice. Where are we? Here. So what you have to do is the following, right? Give me a second. There you have it. So notice, these are the complete forms and the short forms of the verb to be. So you say, for example, I am or I'm. For example, you say she is or she's, all right? It is or it's, or they are, they're. The negatives. I am not is the complete form. I'm not is the short form, right? or he is not, he isn't. We are not, we aren't, right? They are not, or they aren't. So these are then the positive and negative short forms of the verb to be. If you don't have this in your books, you may complete the blanks in the table very quickly, copying from this table. Si no tienen esto en sus libros, pueden copiar rápidamente, les digo, las formas cortas de to be, ¿verdad? So the practice is about that, to show you the short forms of to be. Para eso está esta práctica, ¿no? Para mostrarles las formas cortas de este verbo. Any questions? Preguntas. ¿Alguna duda? Any question? Any doubts?
No, teacher.
Nothing. All right. So let me show you the book then. As we are reviewing things, wait a minute, I went too far. Here then. So as a practice, you can do this exercise. Number 2, all right? In it, you have to tick the sentences that are true for you and correct the false ones. But you have to use the short forms of to be in your sentences. Let me say that in Spanish, right? Entonces, pueden hacer esta práctica. No recuerdo si ya la hicimos en el aula, pero de todos modos, vean, tienen que marcar, significa tick, right? Entonces, las oraciones que sean verdaderas para ustedes. Y si hay oraciones falsas, entonces deben corregirlas. Pero traten de usar las formas cortas del verbo be para practicar esto, el uso de las formas cortas de to be, como estos ejemplos, ¿no? Bueno, vamos adelante entonces. Okay. It says jobs. Turn the page then. Look at page 12. Now, we have to speak about articles then. The an article, the indefinite article. First of all, let's get some vocabulary. You have all these people, and you have the names of their jobs in this box, right? And again, it says, match the jobs to the pictures. These are the job words. You have to match them to the pictures very quickly. Again, I insist, what about the meaning of match?
Unir.
What? Unir, that's it. So very quickly, please, look at the pictures, look at the words, match them. Match the words to the pictures, please. Come on. Let's continue that way, right? So these are the words: a footballer, a musician, an engineer, a lawyer, a police officer, notice, a PA or personal assistant, right? A singer, an electrician, a shop assistant, a doctor and a nurse. Then it says an actor and an actress. We have a waiter and a waitress, a businessman and a businesswoman, and I guess that's all, right? So match these job words to the people here. Come on, very quickly. If you did that in class already, good. If not, do that very quickly now, please. Si ya lo hicieron cuando estábamos en el aula, muy bien, pero si no, háganlo ahora rápidamente. Vamos.
¿Tiene miedo? After.
Right. Wait a minute. Starting a card. Okay. So, what about A? Listen to my questions. Escuchen mis preguntas, okay? What's his job? Look at this man. What's his job? Is he an actor? Is he an engineer, a teacher? What's his job?
Policía.
Police officer.
A police officer. So A, the man in picture A is a police officer. That's it. What about this woman? What's her job?
Her job is an engineer.
All right, you say she's an engineer. All right, let's copy the examples very quickly. What is what here? Now notice. Wait a second. Now. Here. All right. So I am asking the following. In the first case, I said, talking about the man, what's his job? So you say he is a police officer, right? In the second case, for picture B, the woman in picture B, I said, what's her job? And in this case, your answer is the following. You say that she's an engineer. Good, that's very good. Now, we are going to continue this way. I'm going to say these kind of questions you have to answer this way, right? I'll say that in Spanish. Entonces yo les preguntaré así y ustedes me responden de este modo. ¿Sí? Let's continue. Now, what about this man? What's his job? What do you think?
Is
Look at the list of jobs.
Businessman and businesswoman.
Yes, you may say that he's a businessman and that she's a business woman, right? Good. Now look at this man. What's his job?
He's a footballer.
He's a footballer. That's it. What about this woman? What's her job?
Here is a doctor.
She is a doctor. And what about this man? What's his job?
No sé.
No,
So you say that she is a doctor and that he is a nurse, right? Now, what about this man? What's his job?
here is a musician.
Yes, he's a musician. Good. Yes. What about this woman? What's her job? Look at her special clothes, her wig. Any ideas? In Bolivia, our professionals of this area do not wear this kind of special clothes, right? But in Europe, they do. She, it's a girl, it's a woman.
A lawyer.
A lawyer, that's it. Good. Now, what about this man and this woman? What's his job and what's her job?
He is an actor.
And she?
Woman.
An actor.
Yes, he's an actor and she's an actress. Good, that's very good. Now, what about this woman? What's her job? Notice she's in an office, she's at the computer. What do you think? She's a
Writer.
no.
She's
Personal assistant.
A personal assistant. That's it. Now the thing is that a PA or personal assistant is the same as a secretary. It's another way of saying a secretary, right? The same. What about this boy, this young man? What's his job? What can you say? What's his job?
Shop. No.
Yes,
He,
yes. Continue. It's good.
he and shop.
Yes, he's a shop assistant. Good. Now, what about this man and this woman? What's his job and what's her job?
His job, writer,
Waiter. And
waiter, and
she
she
is
is
a waitress. Good. So you say he's a waiter, right? And she's a waitress. Now, what about this girl? What's her job?
She is a singer.
She's a singer. All right. A singer. All right. And finally, what about this man? What's his job?
He's an electrician.
He's an electrician. That's it. Good. That's very good. Now, you are going to listen to this, to the recording about these job words, right? And pay attention to the pronunciation of the indefinite article, a or an, right? Give me a second to find the recording here. It's number 9. So here, listen, please.
Module 1, recording 9. A. He's a police officer.
Here, notice.
B.
She's an engineer.
C.
He's a businessman and she's a businesswoman.
D.
He's a footballer.
E. She's a doctor and he's a nurse. F.
He's a musician.
G.
She's a lawyer.
H.
He's an actor and she's an actress.
I. She's a PA, a personal assistant. J.
He's a shop assistant.
K.
He's a waiter and she's a waitress.
L.
She's a singer.
M. He's an electrician.
That's it. Now notice then, to speak about somebody's job, you just say that. His, she's, right? I'll say that in Spanish. Entonces, para describir, para hablar de la profesión, de la ocupación, del oficio de una persona, basta que digan his o she's. Y pueden usar la forma completa de be o usar la forma corta, no importa. El hecho es que envíen bien su mensaje, ¿ya? Entonces no digan, por ejemplo, lo siguiente, what's her job? Her job is an engineer. No, eso no está bien. That's not good, right? So you have to say, she's an engineer, and that's all, right? Now, let's listen again for pronunciation, please, very quickly. Again, listen, please.
Module 1,
Listen,
recording
here.
9. A. He's a police officer. B.
She's an engineer.
C.
He's a businessman and she's a businesswoman.
D.
He's a footballer.
E. She's a doctor and he's a nurse. F.
He's a musician.
G.
She's a lawyer.
H.
He's an actor and she's an actress.
I. She's a PA, a personal assistant. J.
He's a shop assistant.
K.
He's a waiter, and she's a waitress.
L.
She's a singer.
M. He's an electrician.
And that's it, right? Now, so what about the article? Notice the indefinite article. Now, let's talk about it very quickly, right? So in this case, we have to speak about the indefinite article in English. So it may be a or maybe an, right? Now, we're going to copy some examples from the exercise we just did, right? Now, a, an. Would you like to tell me some examples of words, of job words that have the form of this article a? First, please. Come on. What examples can you tell me about job words that have this article before them, in front of them? Look at the words we have here. We have many, notice? Come on. I am going to give you an example. I may say, for example, this. I can say, for instance, a police officer. Notice that the form a is before the word police. What about other examples? Come on.
A footballer.
The words, you have many there. Come on, try. You have many.
Music.
A musician, musician. So notice that we use a with words that begin with a consonant sound, all right? What about more words with a, please? What other words can you say that
A lawyer.
use
Singer.
a?
Singer.
Lawyer. Okay. You can say a lawyer. You can say a singer. What else?
A shop assistant.
A shop assistant. Okay. Yes. One more, please.
A businessman and businesswoman.
Yes, you can say a businessman and a businesswoman. All right. All right. What about examples with the article an?
An engineer.
Yes, an engineer is the first one. All right. Any other example with an?
An actor.
Yes, an actor.
Electrician.
An
An
electrician.
electrician. Yes, an electrician. Again,
Actor.
a doctor. An actor, we have an actor already, notice? Yes. Another one.
Doctor.
No. If you say doctor, the D is doctor has a consonant sound, the D, right? So you say a doctor. Yeah. About more examples with an, please. I guess there is just one more in the box of job words. And an actress, right? That's it. So, listen to what I'm going to tell you. We use this form of the indefinite article a with words that begin with a consonant sound, right? So, in brackets, we're going to write a consonant sound, right? And we use this form of the article and with words that have or begin with a vowel sound. What about the meaning of sound? Sound means sonido, right? So all these words, notice P has a consonant sound, S also, B, the D are consonants or they have a consonant sound. But in this case, they are vowels. Notice they have a vowel sound. Engineer, actor, electrician, an actress. But what about this word, for example, if I say hour, should we use a or an before the word hour? I'll say that in Spanish. Aha, you are saying a hour, right? So fine. I'm going to say this in Spanish for you to get it in a fine way. Esta parte les voy a decir en español para que esté claro para todos. Vamos a usar nuestro idioma común para explicar el uso de este artículo indefinido, ¿ya? Del inglés. Noten que en paréntesis he puesto consonant sound, sonido de consonante. Vowel sound, sonido de vocal, pero dice sonido, ¿no? No dice solamente consonante y tampoco dice solamente vocal, ¿verdad? Ahora, escúchenme pronunciar la palabra hour. ¿El sonido es de consonante o de vocal?
Consonante.
La H es una consonante, ¿verdad? Pero el sonido, the sound, hour, es sonido de vocal, ¿verdad? Entonces se dice an hour. ¿Qué les quiero decir? Miren, en el colegio nos dicen simplemente que esta forma del artículo indefinido del inglés, a, se la utiliza, o en algunos casos se conoce así, ¿verdad? Entonces se la usa delante de palabras que comienzan con una consonante, y eso está bien. También nos dicen que esta forma del artículo, que es el mismo artículo, no es otro, es el mismo artículo, a an, ¿verdad? Se usa junto a las palabras que empiezan con una vocal, pero no nos dicen que tiene que ser un sonido de vocal o un sonido de consonante. Miren, en este caso, esta palabra empieza con una consonante, ¿verdad? Es por eso que una de sus compañeras dijo a hour. Pero si pensamos bien en la regla, el sonido de esta palabra, escuchen otra vez, es hour. Es un sonido de vocal, ¿verdad? Entonces usaremos an. Entonces, piensen en el sonido de las palabras. No se fijen solamente en si empieza con una vocal o una consonante para usar a o an. Piensen además cómo suena la palabra. Bien, notas acerca de esto les he puesto en el campus ya hace un tiempo. Pareciera que no han leído. Voy a ir al campus, no hay campus, al documento que les he enviado. Miren, aquí está. Estas son las formas cortas de to be. Y por aquí están, déjenme ver si les he puesto. No, está en otra página. Voy a encontrarla. A ver, a ver, a ver. Minimicemos esto. Vamos a encontrar la página, ¿ya? Yo quiero que vean dónde pueden tener una buena referencia de esto. Creo que es acá. A ver, vamos a ver. No. Aquí. Tampoco. Bueno, de todos modos, las notas están en el campus. Léanlas con todo detenimiento y hay más ejemplos. Pero insisto, este es el mismo artículo. A, an. Bien, pero no se queden solamente en la parte de la regla que dice que a se utiliza delante de palabras que empiezan con consonantes y que an se utiliza delante de palabras que empiezan con vocales. Piensen además en el sonido de la palabra. Y un ejemplo claro es este, ¿no? Agua, ¿verdad? Si nos basamos en la primera parte de la regla solamente, estaremos diciendo a agua, y eso no está bien. Lo correcto es decir an hour. La palabra empieza con una consonante, es cierto, pero esa H no se la pronuncia, ¿verdad? Entonces, como el sonido es de vocal, usamos la forma que es an. ¿Bien? Consultas, preguntas. Questions, please. ¿Tienen preguntas? Do you have any questions?
No, teacher.
No. Ya. Bueno,
Yo tengo una pregunta.
adelante, dígala, dígala.
Justo en la parte 3 del campus,
Ya.
estamos revisando y cómo se usa, qué artículo se usa el a o el an
Ya.
cuando empieza con número.
Yo tengo esa página aquí porque en otra pantalla estoy viendo el campus. Y estoy viendo la parte 3 precisamente de este tema, ¿verdad? Y se refiere al uso de este artículo indefinido. Ahí está explicado con todo detalle su uso. Y es importante que sepan, que aprendan bien lo que acabo de decirles, ¿verdad? En el colegio nos dicen simplemente que a se utiliza cuando la palabra que sigue el artículo es una consonante, ¿verdad? Y an cuando la palabra que sigue el artículo es una vocal. Pero no nos dicen la palabra del sonido. Miren, si seguimos esa regla, insisto, este ejemplo está claro. La palabra agua. Si nos basamos en esas reglas solamente, tendríamos que decir agua. Y no suena. Ni siquiera suena bien, miren, agua, ¿verdad? Entonces, si pensamos en que la palabra agua realmente tiene un sonido de vocal, porque la H no se la pronuncia en este caso, entonces debemos usar esta forma del artículo, an, ¿ya? Está entre las notitas de la parte 3 del tema, ¿ya? Está bien que pregunten.
Está bien, Lisa. Gracias.
Hay más ejemplos en el campus. ¿Tienen más preguntas esta tarde? Porque la clase ya se nos está yendo. ¿No hay consultas? No, ya. Entonces, el día lunes vamos a empezar de este modo, atiéndanme. ¿Dónde está la página del texto? Aquí está. Ustedes van a hacer como un pequeño trabajo, algo que ya hicieron también en el aula, que deberían haber hecho. Simplemente quiero que hagan, porque esto ya hicimos, hace un instante me he preguntado y me han contestado. Hagan la parte 2, ¿ya? Escriban un pequeño párrafo, como ahí dice, acerca de ustedes mismos. Esta es una guía. Esta es una guía simplemente, ¿ya? Pueden aumentar cosas, por supuesto. A ver, escriban un pequeño párrafo acerca de sí mismos. Empiecen con su nombre. My name is... Y continúen. Digan su edad y todo aquello. ¿Está bien? ¿Sí? ¿Está entendido?
Está bien, Lisa.
Y al día... Atiéndanme, el día lunes, según la lista, porque esta tarde ya he llamado lista por si acaso, mientras iban ingresando al aula, yo iba tiqueando sus nombres, ¿ya? Entonces, a cualquiera de ustedes, por decirles, por ejemplo, Durán Dubéis, leer su párrafo, o diré Guzmán Lola, leer su párrafo, o diré, por ejemplo, Márquez José, lea su párrafo. ¿Bien? Bueno,